Om Shuklambaradharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyaye Sarva Vignopashantaye. Om Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam अस्मदाचार्य पर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणी भगवती अष्टादशाध्यायिनी अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः।
Bhagavad Gita, chapter 17, verse 28. Om Tat Sat. These are the three indicatory names of Brahman. How they are employed was described, and while describing the Sat, use of Sat, the pursuit of Yajna, Dana, Tapa is called Sat. At the same time, the performance of Yajna, Dana, Tapa without Shraddha, it cannot be Sat, it becomes Asat. That is now being told, Ashraddhaya iti. Read the verse 28.
Ashraddhaya hutam dattam tapastaptam krutam chayat asadityuchyate partha nacha tat pretya no iha.
Yat Ashraddhaya hutam, yat Ashraddhaya tapaha taptam, yat Ashraddhaya krutam, tat sarvam. Tat sarvam, O Partha, asaditi uchyate. Asaditi uchyate. और असदिति उच्यते पार्थ तत्प्रेत्य फलाय नौ भवति। फलाय नौ भवति। नो इह फलाय भवति। नो इह फलाय भवति। All that is done, the yajna, dana, tapas, how ashraddhaya, without Shraddha, not following the rules of Shastras and having no Shraddha just for the sake of doing. Ashraddhaya, Utam, whatever yajnas done, sacrifice is done. Dattam, whatever that is given in charity. Tapaha, taptam, kritam chaya. Again, ascetic practices that are taken too. All these are what? Asat iti uchyate. They are called asat. And they become fruitless. Neither they can give result hereafter, nor can they give the result right now here. Iha paraloka phala, they are incapable of giving. So therefore, Partha, Arjuna, tat pretya phalaya na bhavati. Pretya, after death, they are not going to give the results like heavens. No iha phalaya bhavati. Nor can they give any result right now here in this world. So they become totally useless. They are called asat. Read Bhasya, tatra cha sarvatra.
अश्रद्धया इति तत्र च सर्वत्र श्रद्धा प्रधानतया सर्वं सम्पाद्यते यस्मात् तस्मात् अश्रद्धया हुतं हवनं कृतं दत्तं च ब्राह्मणेभ्यः अश्रद्धया तपः तप्तम् अनुष्ठितम् अश्रद्धया तथा अश्रद्धया एव कृतं यत् स्तुति नमस्कारादि तत्सर्वम् असत् इति उच्यते मत प्राप्ति साधन मार्ग बाह्यत्वात् पार्थ.
Stop. Tatra cha sarvatra means in the case of all these, what are those? Yajna, dana, tapas, which are under discussion now. Sarvatra in all these cases, Shraddha pradhanataya sarvam sampadate. Shraddha pradhanataya. If done with proper Shraddha in the Shastras and especially in these names of Brahman, sarvam, there you can add yajnadis sagunam. That is, yajnadis means yajna, dana, tapa. Even though there are deficiencies in them, yet they become what? Sagunam sampadate. Those deficiencies are warded off and they become good. Sampadate means accomplished, done. They are done. Means that Shraddha enables these names of the Brahman to give the promised result. Therefore, tasma, because Shraddha is necessary, and if without Shraddha done, it becomes fruitless. Tasma, ashraddhaya hutam. Without Shraddha done, what is that? Avanam krutam. Sacrifice is done without Shraddha. Dattam. Given charity to whom? Brahmanebhya shraddhaya. Without Shraddha given to Brahmanas, Dakshinas, etc. Further, tapaha taptam. That is ascetic practices. Anushtitam ashraddhaya. Without Shraddha taken too. Tatha, there is one more word in the verse after taptam kritam. Its meaning we had not seen. Now we'll see. Well, let us see what it means. Tatha ashraddhaya eva kritam. Whatever done without Shraddha, what are those things done? Yet whatever stuti namaskara, praises hymns of Bhagavan, namaskara, says pranams to Bhagavan or deities, brahmanas, elderly people, and all those things. So namaskar is tat sarvam asaditi uchyate. All they are called as asat, useless. They don't have merit. They are totally deficient. Iti uchyate. Why so? Because mat prapti sadhana marga bhayatva. Means they are outside the purview of means of attaining me. For example, like karma yoga. Karmas done with proper shraddha and the right way, they can help with the right attitude, they can help to gain the antakarana shuddhi, which is indispensable to gain the knowledge of Atma Sarupa, Brahma Sarupa. So therefore, this yajna, dana, tapa, done without proper shraddha, they are outside the purview of becoming the means of gaining me, Paramatma. So that is how mat prapti sadhana marga. That marga is path is karma yoga, etc. Bhayatva, being far, far from that. Partha, this is what continue Bhasya.
नचत बहु आयासम अपि प्रेत्य फलाय नवो अपि इहार्कम साधुभिः निन्दितत्वात् इति.
Again, that, so one may say, how is it possible? We have put for so much of effort, etc. With great difficulty are done, maybe, yet it is useless. Nachatat such ashraddhaya utam dattam taptam kritam bahu ayasam api. Even taken to with great efforts, with great difficulties. Pretya, after death. Nacha falaya, it is not going to yield the promised results hereafter. No api, even not this. What is that? Ihartham. Iha. While living in this world also, it cannot give the result. Why so? Because sadhu bihi ninditatva. Such karmas are what? Censured by the sadhus. Sadhus mean those who strictly follow the Shastra. Because it is something done against the rules of Shastra. Those who know Shastra, they condemn such things, of course, because they do not serve the means. So they cannot give the results promised by the Shastra. With this, the 17th chapter, Shraddhatra Vibhaga Yoga, ends. Now, the 18th chapter, the epitome of entire teaching of Bhagavad Gita. All that was taught so far in 17 means, of course, first chapter is Vishada. In earlier all chapters, that teaching is summarized here in the 18th chapter. In second chapter, the essence of teaching was there. Afterwards, many topics were elaborated by Krishna, and also many of the doubts raised by Arjuna were answered. Bhagavan now wants to conclude the teaching, and of course, the chapter has started because of some question by Arjuna only. And yet, Bhagavan wants to conclude now that he has taught what all that needs to be taught, and we get the summary of not only entire Bhagavad Gita, but also the entire Veda Shastra. What Vedanta has to say, everything we get here in this 18th chapter. To begin with, Arjuna wants certain clarifications. Read Bhasya Sarvasya
सर्वस्यैव गीताशास्त्रस्य अर्थः अस्मिन् अध्याये उपसंहृत्य सर्वः च वेदार्थः वक्तव्यः इति एवं अर्थः अयम् अध्यायः आरभ्यते.
So this is the purpose of beginning this chapter. Though to begin with, a question is posed by Arjuna. Sarvasya eva Gita Shastrasya Artha. Artha, here Saransha, essence, the gist of entire Gita Shastra means the gist of all that was taught by Bhagavan till now up to the end of 17th chapter. That gist of it, summary of it, Asmin Adhyaye Upasamritya. Upasamritya, having concluded in this 18th chapter, Upasamritya Vaktavya means all that was taught so far should be told in nutshell in this chapter, plus Sarvascha Vedartha Vaktavya. The summary, the sum and substance of Tatparya of entire Vedas. Not only Gita Shastra, but also entire Vedas. What exactly entire Vedas finally aim at. Because the subject matter of Veda is vast and diverse. But what exactly Vedas want to convey? The Tatparya, the purport, the final gist of Veda, that also needs to be told, because Bhagavad Gita is the essence of all Vedas, all Upanishads. And Upanishads are the essence of Vedas. So therefore, that also needs to be told. Iti evam artha. For this purpose, ayam adhyayaha arabhyate. This chapter 18 is being commenced, is being started. Continue.
सर्वेषु हि अतीतेषु अध्यायेषु पूर्वोक्तः अर्थः अस्मिन् अध्याये अवगम्यते.
Sarveshu hi atiteshu adhyayeshu. In all earlier past chapters, Purvokta artha, the subject that was explained earlier. Asmin adhyaye, in this chapter 18, avagamyate means is seen, is found. All that was taught in the other chapters is found in this chapter. But to begin with, it starts with the question by Arjuna. Continue.
Arjuna tu sannyasa tyaga shabdarthayoho eva vishesham bhuvutsuhu uvacha sannyasasya iti.
It is not audible. Voice has to be real. Arjuna atu. Whereas, as far as Arjuna is concerned, sannyasa tyaga shabdayoho eva. Of two words, sannyasa and tyaga. Vishesham bhubutsu. Bhubutsu, desires of knowing. Vishesha. Vishesha means distinction between them. What exactly is sannyasa? What exactly is tyaga? Uvacha sannyasa siti. Uvacha here means ask. By his words, one sannyasa siti. Read Arjuna Uvacha.
Arjuna Uvacha Sannyasasya Mahabhago Tattvamicchami Veditum Tyāgasya ca Rishikesha Pruthak Keshi Nishudana.
Mahabaho Rishikesha Keshi Nishyudana Sannyasasya Tyagasya cha Tattvam Veditum Ichchami. Mahabaho, Almighty Bhagavan, I would like to know this. What is that? Okay, he addresses with the two address. One is Rishikesha, Rishikanam Isha, one who has got mastery over the senses. Then Keshi, the Shuddhana, the one who had killed the demon called Keshi. Keshi, the demon, which has come in the form of a horse. So the one who has killed them. Keshi Nishodana, oh Krishna, Ichchami, I would like to know this. What you would like to know? Tattvam. Tattva means the exact nature of these two words. What are those two words? Sannyasasya, Tyagasya. One word is sannyasa, other word is tyaga. Tyaga. Tyagasya. So how would I would like to know? Pruthak veditum ichcha. Pruthak, separately, distinctly, I would like to know. What made Arjuna ask this question? Is it Krishna has not taught properly? Krishna did teach properly, but at many places these words are used, and in that context, more clarity could have been given, which Krishna has not given. He was preoccupied with other things. And he might have thought that what he has told is sufficient. But Arjuna was not very clear about the contrast or the distinction between sannyasa and tyaga as used by Bhagavan at different places in Bhagavad Gita. So therefore, Vishesham, that is what Vailakshanya Bheda, I would like to know. We can have an overall look in the teaching so far to find out where all Bhagavan Krishna has used the word either sannyasa or tyaga. The word sannyasa and tyaga by themselves mean one and the same thing, giving up sacrificing. Both mean. And Arjuna could find, yet there is some subtle distinction between them. He wants to know what exactly the distinction between sannyasa and tyaga, though they generally mean giving up, renouncing. So from that standpoint, Arjuna has asked the question. We'll have a quick look at the places where either sannyasa or tyaga word is used. To begin with, second chapter, 55th verse. Prajahati yada kama sarvan partha manogata. That prajahati, prakarshena jahati, thoroughly gives up, points out tyaga. Then chapter 3, verse 30. Mai sarvani karmani sannyasya chetasa. Sannyasya, having done the sannyasa of all karmas in me. What is meant by sannyasya? Fourth chapter, verse 20. Tektva karma phala sangam nitya tripto nirashraya. Karma phala sangam tektva. Again, tyaga has come. Having given up asanga, priti for karma phala. Then comes fifth. Nirashiryata chittatma tekta sarva parigraha. Nirashihi, free from all expectations, desires. Yata chittatma, I have got a mastery of the mind and the body senses. Tekta sarva parigraha, who has given up all parigraha, means all accumulation, all holding. He has given up everything, all possessions he has given up. Next is Yoga Sannyasa Karmanam. Fifth chapter, 41. Needs to be verified, but it should be fifth chapter, 41. Yoga Sannyasa Karmanam. One has given up karma by yoga. Karma yoga or jnana yoga it can be. So one who has given up the karma by yoga. Neya sanitya sannyasi yo na dveshti na kankshati. The person free from dvesha, hatred, raga, asakti, priti, is the one who is neither he is sannyasi, who neither hates anyone nor has got affection towards anyone. So he is the one who is called as sannyasi. Then sannyasastu mahabaho dukkhamaptum ayogataha. Arjuna, sannyasaha tu ayogataha dukkhamaptum. Without karma yoga, to take to sannyasa is very difficult because that person doesn't have the required frame of mind. Better he doesn't give up the karma. Brahmanyadhaya karmani sangam tektva karoti yaha. Whoever gives up all karmas. How? Brahmanyadhaya karmani sangam tektva. Having given up the asakti, priti, the one who gives up all karmas. So that person, what result he gets? Yukta karma phalam tektva shanti mapnoti naishtikim. So that the reference is not very clear. I am not able to give. You can, from index, you can find out that. Yuktaha karma phalam tektva naishtikim shantim apnoti. So, tektva, having given up karma phala, yuktaha, samahita, the one whose mind is at rest. Naishtikim shantim apnoti. He gains that shanti, moksha kya shanti, which is abiding in moksha. Sarva karman pimanasa sanyasa aste sukham vashi. Sanyasya aste, sanyasa. All karmas having abandoned, he remains happily. Anashrita karma phalam karyam karma karoti yaha. Without resorting to karmas, nityaga. One who does the enjoined karmas. Nahi sanyasta sankalpa yogi bhavati kashchana. Without giving up sankalpa, desires or manovyapara, no one can ever become as what? Yogi, one can never become. So again, sannyasa is involved. Sarva sankalpa sannyasi yogaruda talochate. At such time, a person who has given up all sankalpas, he can be said as yogaruda, means who has prapta yoga, one who has got total absorption of the mind in Bhagavad Sarupa. Sankalpa prabhavan kama yastaktva sarvana sheshatan. Having given up all kamas, born of sankalpa. Again, tektva, having given up either tyaga is one. Then chapter 9:28. Sannyasa yoga muktatma vimukto mam upaishad Upaishyasi. Sannyasa yoga yutatma. And don't use sannyasa yoga. You'll get me. Ye tu sarvani karmani mai sannyasya matparaha. Again sannyasa. This is 12th chapter, 6th verse. Then 12th chapter, 11th verse. Sarva karma phalam tektva tata kuru yata atmavan. Having given up all the bad karmas, sannyasa. Sarva karma phalatyagam tata kuru yata atmavan. So thereafter, what you do? Give up the phala of all the karmas. Sarvarambha parityagi yome bhakta same priya. Yome bhakta same priya. So the one who has given up all undertakings, and that person who resorts me, he is the greatest devotee. Shubha Shubha Parityagi Bhaktimansa Yasyami. The one who gives up the results in terms of good and bad, but takes to Bhakti of Bhagavan, so he is the exalted person. 12th chapter 17. Shubha Shubha Karma Phatyagi Tyagi Bhaktiman Yasyami. Such a person is a Tyagi and not Tyagi only. And who is Bhaktiman? Finally, chapter 14, 25th verse. Sarvarambha Parityagi Gunicha Gunatitaha Uchati. He is Gunatita, who has given up all undertakings. So like this, at different places, giving up is involved. At different places, Tyaga is involved. Both are synonyms. And yet, why are they employed like this? I was this. That means Arjuna wants to be very clear what subtle difference between Tyaga and Sannyasa is there. Left to oneself, both mean giving up. If it were so, why these two words are used? Arjuna feels that though in general they are synonyms, and yet some subtle distinction must be there. That is what he wants to know. So therefore, Arjuna has got a sound basis to ask the question. Sannyasa means parityajya. Parityaga means sannyasa. And parityaga, parityajya means with that. What is called? Parivrat. One who wanders, giving up everything. A sannyasi, monk. So, again, one more thing is there. Kuru karmaiva tasmat tvam sangam tektva dhananjaya. Having given up tyaga, Arjuna, you take to karma only yourself. Means in karmanusthana also Bhagavan has brought tyaga. In giving up karma also sannyasa means tyaga is involved. So Arjuna is justified that there is some subtle difference and he would like to know it from Bhagavan. Read Bhasya.
संन्यासस्य संन्यास शब्दार्थस्य इति एतत् हे महाबाहो.
O Mahabaho, mighty armed Bhagavan Krishna, sannyasasya. What is meant by Arjuna is not sannyasa. Sannyasa shabdarthasya iti etam. Otherwise, sannyasa means a style of living by mumukshu wherein based on the sanction of the Shastra, he has absolved himself from the performance of karma and he is totally dedicating to Atma Vichara, Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. That is not what he means. What Arjuna means, sannyasa shabdartha. The meaning of the word sannyasa. That is what he said, sannyasa, self-sannyasa. Continue.
तस्य भावः तत्त्वं याथात्म्यम् इति एतत् इच्छामि वेदितुं ज्ञातुम्.
Tasya bhavaha tattvam yathatmyam iti etat. Tasya means what? Sannyasa shabdarthasya. Bhava. Bhava here means yatharthyam or yathatmyam. Exactly what it means. That is what is said as tattvam yathatmyam. Bhava means tattva. Tattva means yathatmyam. That is this, clear-cut distinction. So that is what is iti etam. Ichchami. Continue.
इच्छामि वेदितुं ज्ञातुं त्यागस्य च त्यागशब्दार्थस्य इति एतत् ऋषिकेश.
Ichchami, I would like to know what veditum means to know. What? Know what? Tyagasya cha of sannyasa shabdartha and the word tyaga shabda. Word tyaga shabdasya. Tyagasya. That is what is tyagasya, not simply giving up. Tyaga shabdarthasya iti. Of sannyasa means of sannyasa word. Of tyaga means tyaga word. Iti etam. This is what it means. Iti etam, the phrase, this is what it means. O Rishikesha, O Krishna. How I would like to know Prathak. What is meant by Prathak? Continue.
पृथक् इतरेतर विभागतः.
Itaretara vibhagata. With distinction between them. This is what is exactly meant by sannyasa. This is exactly what is meant by this tyaga. Itara itara vibhagata means with clear distinction. Keshi, continue.
केशी निषूदन केशी नामा कश्चित असुरः.
Keshi Nishodana. What does it start? Keshi. Keshi Nama Kashchit Asuraha. Hayachadma. And as a demon called Keshi, who had come in the disguise of a horse. So that is what is the Keshi. And why Keshi Nishodana, this epithet has come to Krishna because Krishna killed him. Continue, Tam.
तम निषूदितवान भगवान वासुदेवः.
Tam Keshim Bhagavan Vasudeva Nishoditava. He killed them. Therefore, he is called as what? Keshi Nishodana. Bhashyakara concludes. Continue.
तेन तत् नामना संबोध्यते अर्जुनेन.
Tena, because Krishna had killed the demon called Keshi, Tannamna, by that name, the one who, the killer of Keshi, Arjunena Sambodhyate. Bhagavan Krishna is Sambodhyate. He is addressed by that name. Oh, the one who has killed the Keshi demon. Krishna starts replying. Bhashya, read Tatra Tatra.
तत्र तत्र निर्दिष्टौ संन्यास त्याग शब्दौ न निर्लुठितार्थौ पूर्वेषु अध्यायेषु.
Tat Purveshu Adhyayeshu. In earlier chapters up to 17. Tatra Tatra means literally there means at different places. Sannyasa Tyaga Shabdarthau. The meanings of sannyasa and tyaga. Nirdishta were indicated. But how were they indicated? Nirlutitarthau means no, exact ascertainment was not there. Clear, distinct meaning was not given there. Nirluntita artha. Nirluntita means not very clearly told, not threadbare. They were not told so. So this is what Arjuna found, and therefore continue atha.
ततः अर्जुनाय पृष्ठवते तत् निर्णयाय भगवान् उवाच काम्य इति.
So Krishna also knows that they were not very clearly defined earlier distinctly, and therefore Prishtavate Arjunaya, to the Arjuna who had asked this question, Tan Nirnayaya, to ascertain exactly what Krishna meant by sannyasa and what he meant by tyaga. Bhagavan Uvacha, Bhagavan Krishna replies, Kamya iti. Read the verse.
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Kamyanam Karmanam Nyasam Sannyasam Tavayo Viduhu सर्वकर्मफलत्यागं प्राहुस्त्यागं विचक्षणाः
कवयः काम्यानां कर्मणां न्यासं संन्यासं विदुः विचक्षणाः सर्वकर्मफलत्यागं त्यागं प्राहुः. Bhagavan gives different versions of the meaning of sannyasa word and tyaga word as given by great masters. Finally, he gives his opinion. This is what correct, but this is Arjuna, this is what I have to say. Let us see now. Kavayaha. So Kavaya means they are Panditaha. So there are people who have thoroughly studied the Shastra. Great scholars, great dharmatmas. Kavayaha. Kamyanam karmanam nyasam sannyasam viduhu. Giving up. Giving up is what? Not like giving up money. Money you give, that we know. Here giving up means non-performance. Give up karma means not perform the karma. Not performing the karma. So, nyasam, giving up, that is the non-performance of the kamya karma. Kamya karma here means not simply kamya karma. Kamya karmas are those which are done for getting the desired result. Here, even nitya naimitya karmas are included. Nitya karma, naimitya karma. See, nitya karma, daily karmas. According to Vedas, as far as the Brahman is concerned, Agnihotra, etc. Naimitya karmas, occasional karmas, fortnightly, half yearly, yearly, and supplementary. Then kamya, specifically done for fulfillment of particular desire. Now the kamya karma is of course made for getting the result of the karma. Some opine that nitya naimitya karmas have no result, which is not correct. They have the result in terms of duritakshaya, washing off the past sins, thereby making the mind ready to gain the Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana. Any karma certainly has got a karma phala, and the performance is bound to get it unless he is a jnani. If he is a jnani, karma phalas, though potentially they are there with the karmas, but they cannot be connected to, they cannot be related to jnani. Why? Karma phalas are in the account of karta, doer. One who thinks I have done, Jnani has no identity in the body. Therefore, kartrutva, the doership is not there. He is not responsible for the results thereof because he has not done it. From the Swarupa standpoint, he has discovered that he has not done. It is at the level of the Upadhi standpoint. So therefore, the Jnani cannot be bound by karmaphalas. So that being the case, so these three, Nityaka, that is what karmas do give result, but they can't be related to jnanis. So that means the case, giving up kamya karma, nitya karma, naimitya karma, that is what these great masters say, sannyasa. Whereas other people who are called as what? Vichakshana. Vichakshana is Pandita only. People who are adapting the Shastras only. Sarva karma phala tyagam prahu. Tyaga, giving up of all karma phalas. Doing the karma and giving up the karma phalas. That tyaga is called as what? Tyaga. Earlier, all karmas are done, and when karma not done, are given up, and when they are given up, there is no occasion to get the results. But in the second case, tyaga case, karmas are done, karmaphalas are bound to come, and yet he denies it. He gives up the karmaphalas, means he doesn't do for the sake of karmaphala. That is what is called as tyaga. Bhasya kamyana.
काम्यानाम अश्वमेधादीनाम कर्मणाम न्यासम परित्यागम संन्यासम संन्यास शब्दार्थम अनुष्ठेयत्वेन प्राप्तस्य अनुष्ठानं कवयः पंडिताः केचित् विदुः विजानन्ति
Kamyana. Ashwamedhadina. Ashwamedha, the highest karma which gives the highest result. Performs for that, etc. It's kamya, as we have seen, it includes nitya karma and nitya karma also. Nyasam, parityaga, totally giving up. That is sannyasam, means sannyasa shabdartha. The meaning of the word sannyasa is giving up of all karmas performed for gaining the results thereof, which includes nitya and naimitya karmas. Now question comes, what do you mean by giving up a karma? It's not like money, wealth, you share with someone and then give up. Not that way. So therefore, what is meant by exactly not performance? Anushteyatvena praptasya. As per the Shastra, it is something that needs to be taken to perform. Ananushtanam sannyasa. Ananushtanam, non-performance. Those karmas which are meant to be performed, not performing them, that is a sannyasa. Who say kavayaha, Pandita, Kechit, some of them, they study Shastra and they opine like this. Viduhu means Vijananti. They take it to be so. They understand that. We'll continue. Om.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं शोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति 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 हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ